Hey everybody, this is Lorraine
and Jennifer,
and we're hanging out on the canal today because it's a beautiful day, and that's what you should do on a nice day.
Absolutely. Honestly, I'm still for the inside, and you've got yours up, so I'm gonna match you.
Okay,
and we're gonna go for this.
And we're gonna go for this. Should we start over or just keep going?
No, we're good.
Okay. So, besides enjoying all of the beautiful weather outside, what we wanted to talk about today was the idea of, listening first.
I think it's Stephen Covey, and I think you told me that. The seek to understand before being understood. I love that concept because in my mind, I am a question asker. I have a million questions before I come up with a solution to any problem, and I think it's just good detective work, whether we're talking about marketing or business or whatever have you gotta be good at asking good questions to lead to the next question before you all of a sudden say, that's the tactic.
Absolutely. Now, that is definitely the right strategy. I totally believe that. I will tell you that every fiber of my being works against that. Mm-hmm. Because at my core, and my sales trainer told me this, he says, you're a teacher. You want to jump into education mode first. You want to jump into, here's what I know first. And although that is all valuable, when you pause, don't spill all of your candy in the lobby.
Uh-huh.
When you pause and you're ask a few questions, now you know which of your brilliant expertise you should share because you know more about where the customer is, where your employee is.
What you just understand, and when you don't listen, you come up with blanketed solutions for something that might be a very specific problem, and I think you really got to ask background questions of where somebody has been, what have they done, so you're not prejudging. I think biases come into this a lot, where you see people, you see what they're wearing, you see what they're doing, you see their age, and suddenly you're making visual clues and you're making judgment calls, which for me is the wrong way to do things. You gotta understand.
Well, and whether it's a sales call or a conversation with an employee, whoever you're having, or a conversation with your boss, whoever you're talking to, the first thing onboarding.
Yeah.
The first thing you really have to ask is, why are we here? What are we hoping to accomplish in this conversation? If it is a potential customer, then it's, why now? Why are we having this conversation?
What's changed? This conversation? What were you frustrated by? What got you to this point?
I also like to ask, what have you tried before?
Yeah.
A lot of times I've seen young marketers trip all over themselves sharing a solution only to have the customer say, yeah, we've been doing that for 2 years. Had you asked that question, now you would have started with, well, you've been doing this particular tactic for 2 years. What's working? What's not working? Why do you think we need to change, or why have you stuck with it?
Yeah, that's perspective to me. You have a perspective, and that's good that you have a perspective, but you've gone about things maybe a certain way, and not that way is wrong, but it might not fit for the situation that you have. And I think you can lose that perspective if you jump too quick. And I also think whoever you're working with, if you instantly start saying this, and that is wrong, you're going to maybe quickly offend that person, and they tune out and they don't want to listen because they're already like, geez, you don't even know me yet. We don't know the situation, and I'm already getting judgment. You might think that you sound smart, but really you're prejudging.
I've always said that one of my superpowers was the ability to reach back into my library and find the right application for the right tool for a particular client or situation. Mm-hmm. That takes work. You gotta listen. You gotta ask good questions. But I've seen a lot of experienced people just vomit on the table.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And so it is the ability
Listening.
to listen first and then go, oh, this sounds like this. And when I faced this, I've never faced that, but when I faced this, I used this.
And that's okay to say that. I've never faced that, and not try to pretend to be something that you're not. Just doesn't mean you can't solve it based on that you've done all this. But
well, but when you listen, you find the commonality.
Yeah.
You find how what somebody is saying today relates to something you've done before.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I had somebody that was listening recently or had a statement, and they made a comment that, well, I don't know marketing, but, and it's like, well, everything you say after that related to marketing, if you don't know marketing and you're admitting that, then why say or give very specific things that you think you should do in marketing if you've already kind of set the stage of disqualifying yourself?
As opposed to, I've never done marketing professionally. I think that's perfectly valid. That's never been on my business card.
Yeah.
But in all of these other roles in my life, I've had that experience.
Yeah. Well, for me, everybody's a marketer somewhere. You might not call it marketing, but, it is marketing.
Absolutely. And I think, we can ramble on forever on this topic because listening is something we're very passionate about. Also talking, I should say.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But we're going to put a pin in it here, and we are going to come back next week with another piece of wisdom. We hope that you'll listen, but also we hope that if you have questions or comments, you put them in the notes so we can listen to you.
There you go. Take care.
Bye now. Cool.